Welcome to Grilling to Get Away, the podcast for backyard grillers who want to escape the everyday and fire up the flavor. Whether you're a seasoned pitmaster or just learning your way around the grill, we're here to share tips, tricks, and recipes that will make your next BBQ unforgettable. We'll talk meats, marinades, and even some mouth-watering sides. Plus, we'll answer your grilling questions and dive into everything you need to turn your backyard into the ultimate grill zone. So grab your tongs, fire up that grill, and let's get started. This is Grilling to Get Away, your go-to podcast for all things barbecue. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host to the Grilling to Get Away podcast. Here's my buddy.
What's happening, everyone? This is Ben.
Ben, what's going on, man? Summer break. Thanks for coming in today. I wasn't sure if you were going to make it.
Well, I'm usually done. I think we decide, by 11 each day?
Yeah, so you can get your golf in, or your nap,
Golf, nap, lunch, it's all kind of the same. Yeah, man. So had to come in a little early so we can
get
this over quickly. So
yeah,
thanks everyone for joining. This is the episode.
Yeah, here we go.
Gotta go.
Yeah, I think I missed it last week. Was like episode 180.
Woo!
Yeah,
so close.
So close to what?
You missed it. Man.
Oh, missed it. Okay.
Well, here we are. 181.
We're gonna keep going. Yeah. I was just like, whoa, okay, we hit 180. We're gonna hit 200 this year, Ben. If my math's correct.
Numbers are hard, Greg.
But
yeah, we'll crank this out.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody the other day about the podcast. It's like, you know what, this is just something that we started like for fun, man. Like it's like, hey, let's do a podcast. Let's talk about what we're doing, and we kind of committed, like, if we're going to do it, let's just do it every week.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been doing. I haven't missed a week yet.
Not yet.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Coming up on 3 years almost, I think. But yeah, man. So that's cool. Did you cook anything over the last couple days?
Man, yeah, been just getting out like almost as much as possible and stuff. We did some brats Friday night. Did a round roast on Saturday, and then on Sunday did a bunch of shredded like pulled chicken.
Okay.
And then we did some Chex Mix over the weekend too. Yeah,
just getting after it.
Yeah, I saw this thing where someone put like bugles in there.
Oh, there you go.
Well, let's play.
Yeah.
Throw some bugles in some Chex Mix.
That's the best part about making your own Chex Mix. You can throw whatever you want in there.
Absolutely.
Except for raisins. Don't get those.
Geez, yeah. More like trail mix.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Gorp.
Get out of here.
So we're going to talk brats today, man. So I'm interested to hear more about that. But let's talk about your round roast first. What made you want to do that one?
So I hadn't really done a round roast yet. We got them from the last cow. I had like 3 down in the freezer, and I was like, man, these are all like
about time to do
pretty good size. Yeah, I was kind of looking for something that was going to be like a little bit of a longer cook. And I went into like one of the books I've got, and I found kind of a couple recipes for it and like different ways to cook it and stuff. And I just decided to pull it out and see where it takes me.
Yeah, man, I've done a couple.
Do you like? All right, man. So when you've done them, what temp did you pull them at? Were you going more on the shorter end, or were you kind of doing more like using it for like a shredded?
Yeah, shredded. Okay. I it's been a while since I just did like a sliced one.
Yeah.
I did do like a chuck roast recently where I did smoke it like a brisket and then served it like a brisket. But with the round roast, I like to low and slow and then shred it up for some, shredded beef or whatever. It's also great for the crock pot, man. Like I've done some of those where I'll sear it off in the cast iron and then, especially during the winter, like if you're looking for a hearty meal and you don't want to spend too much time, or if you don't have time to be outside with it, just sear it off and then throw it in the crock pot.
So that was my plan heading into this, was to do exactly that, shred it up and stuff. But then, so I'm cooking. I'm about 5 hours in, and I turn the page, and there's like another recipe where it talks about pulling it at like 130, 145, or 130 to 135 for like medium.
Yeah, I've seen that too, and that's where you just kind of slice it up and like.
Yeah, and I was at like 140, and I was like, wait a minute. So I just pulled it like right then.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll just pull it now and let it rest and stuff, and like that's where I sliced it up, and I sent you the pictures of it.
Yeah,
and stuff. And
so it looked real tender. nice pink in the middle still.
Yeah,
so it's almost like you're cooking a big steak, you know.
But I only had it like the temp was like 250 max on the grill and stuff, and I was just letting it just go. Like I barely opened the lid. I just let it sit. I had a water pan underneath it,
so it wasn't gonna dry out or anything like
that.
Yeah. Here we go.
Thought ahead of time.
There we go. Yeah.
Can't screw this up, you dummy.
Be better.
Yeah. So no man, I kept it super simple. But dude, it was such a good cook. Like I said, I mean, I didn't really even have to do anything. Like the coals just sat. It was a beautiful day. So like temp wise, like it was just sat like right at like 250.
Yeah.
I didn't even sear it off.
No, really?
No, I just left it. Just let it run. So it was super cool. Like I kept like going and like I had the thermometer going and stuff. Like I had the probes in and I just kept checking. I was like, all right, it's running. Yeah. And it was rising and stuff. Like I had taken it out like the day before and then let it kind of get, unthaw and everything. And then I seasoned it in the morning right away and then threw it in the fridge. Okay. And didn't wrap it, didn't seal it, like nothing, not in a bag, just on a plate like in the fridge and stuff. Sure. But yeah, dude, it was real good. Oh, it was great. It was great. And then like even like last night, like we cut it up again, like into chunks, and we put in like a salad and stuff. So yeah, like a steak salad.
Steak salad. Yeah, there you go.
I was like, Mom was like, do you want any lettuce? I was like, no.
No.
I'm just on
the meat.
Put some cheese.
Some meat and cheese. There you go.
But no,
keto diet.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, not on that. But dude, yeah. And so like I saw this recipe too, where you used some butter, some Worcestershire sauce, some fresh thyme, and some rosemary. Yeah. And some minced garlic.
Man, you get those herbs going in there, some fresh ones. Whew,
yeah, so that's good. What I did. I have one of those little cast irons, that you can use for sauces and stuff. So I put that all together and I threw that out there and stuff and let that catch some smoke and just like pulled it. I cut it and just poured a little bit of that on there and stuff.
Look at you.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Chef Ben. Yes, Chef.
Who would have thought? It's in there sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Few and far between.
Yeah. But that's what happens when you have some time, You can do a little bit more extra stuff,
Yeah, man. Ken's had a game like early in the morning. She was like 9:30, so we were back home by like 12:30, I think 1 o'clock. Yeah. Because we had to stop and get some stuff for us. Like, well, I told Meg, I was like, hey, we got this recipe, right? Like, I found this. This is what we need. She's, all right, well, let's stop and get it. So we stopped and made sure we had everything, dude. I was like, it was prepared.
Nice.
Yeah, just solid cooked.
Did you get anything for Father's Day grilling related?
Yeah, man.
What'd you get?
Oh yeah. Man, they got me another like a book.
Oh, all right. Which one?
So this one's kind of different. It's like it's not just about grilling.
Okay.
So this it's a lot of different. It's mainly like beef, but then it has some pork in there and lamb.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So it's different kind of cuts, and it's like it goes into kind of like a lot of like the backstories and stuff of like the different cuts of meat and stuff and like what these guys do. And like one of them, I was reading like they tried to kind of almost like dry age their own meat just in their fridge.
Sure.
And they did it for like 3 days. And like and then they compared it side by side versus some like another same cut of meat that they didn't dry age and stuff, and like to see what was better and all stuff. It was crazy. Like it was awesome. So I'm like, well, Greg and I would have to try that out. Yeah. We'll dry age our own stuff from now on.
Man, yeah, they sell those now. Like you can buy like your own like big dry, age. I think it's kind of like a smoker, but cool, man. Well, that's good. We'll have to learn more about all that stuff when you dig into it a little bit more.
Have to play. We'll have to check that out a bit. So
good, man. Well, I was at track again and then baseball, so like I didn't get too much, but like Father's Day for dinner, we did steaks and corn on the cob.
Nice. You've been doing crushing corn on the cob.
Yeah, man. Like it's simple. Like this one, like the one we did a few weeks ago was just like it was already dehusked and stuff and cut, but this one was still kind of in the husk, and those are my favorite.
Same.
I just I'll soak it for a little bit and then I'll just let it smoke, and really easy. You don't have to pay too much attention to it, except for don't put it directly over the coals, otherwise it's going to catch on fire.
If you soak it for almost like too, man. Like,
if you soak it,
pretty safe and stuff. Like,
but I did indirect with it, so like nice. I just.
How long did you let them ride?
It was almost like 45 minutes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So I was using the good charcoal brand, so I was using the lump charcoal, which heats up quite a bit. So it was hot in there, so it wasn't low, because I was gonna be doing the steaks too. So I let the grill go for a while with just the corn on there for about a half hour, and then like the last 15 minutes, I threw the steaks on there. But it was super simple, man. Like the wife picked up some New York strips.
Ooh, there you go.
Yep.
How thick? About an inch?
Yeah, they're decent size. Yeah, they're inch and a half maybe.
Nice.
And that fed the entire family. So there's 3 of them, so they're decent size.
Yeah.
And the corn was great, man. Like you know when you pull it back and you see it's like bright yellow, it's ready to go.
Beautiful.
And you could just, if you wanted to, you could
dive in right there.
You could do it right there,
Yeah.
or you could char it up a little bit, put it right over the coals, get it a little nice and crispy.
Do you do that, man, where you'll pull the husk back and then put it over the coals?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with this one I didn't, though, because it's the boys were hungry, so it was time to go.
Yeah.
It's time to eat.
It's done when it's done.
Yeah. So it was good. Like I just had my awesome welding gloves, and I could just pull it back, right off the grill, and then put it on the pan, and then they can put their butter and salt on it, but whatever. But man, it was a good classic dinner for Father's Day. The wife made mashed potatoes, grilled corn on the cob, and then juicy steaks. Couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah.
But we're talking brats today, man.
Yeah.
It's that time of year, where I see it all over the place. People are tailgating. People are getting out, doing quicker, cooks for family get-togethers around
grad parties and
grad
stuff,
parties, or just weeknight. You got it's nice outside, and you got some hot dogs and some brats, man. So, interesting to hear how you did your brats last week.
Yeah, dude. So I had another buddy tell me like that the Johnsonville queso brats were awesome.
Queso brats. So tell me a little bit more. I hadn't heard about these ones. So it's
yeah.
not like chorizo. It's queso.
It's queso. Yeah. So like
So it's
like you get like the queso
nacho cheese
dip.
inside of it.
I guess.
Just a casing of nacho cheese.
Sure, man. Delicious.
America.
Yeah. I don't know. I was expecting it to be like a little bit spicy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. They weren't. When you get like the cheddar brats and you're just like, man, that's really like super cheddary.
Yeah,
like, that's a lot of
you get like a
in
chunk
here.
of cheese
like,
in there. When you
These
bite
weren't
into
really like that. I didn't really think. I thought they just kind of tasted like regular brats. I didn't think they were over the top. But like, all right, man. So, what I did is, I'd had them down like in the freezer and stuff. Brought them out and then let them unthaw. I put them in like a big tin pan, and then I poured a beer in there.
So you had the pan. You poured some beer. What kind of beer?
I had MGD in the house.
Ooh, man.
Well, I got it for Father's Day weekend.
There we go.
Yep. So I had some MGD. Man, I love MGD.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I know.
I can taste it right now.
Yeah, I know.
Crisp.
It takes me back, man. I feel like those were ones like you and I would go like grab like those and cigars on the golf course and stuff, and like just oof. Or just even sitting out.
Yeah,
just
sitting out in the backyard.
So I had some of those, and I was like, all right, well, I'll pour one of these in. They were tall boys too, Greg.
Oh man.
So I poured one of those out in there, and then I let that ride and just kind of sitting there for a while.
Now, do you put any seasoning in there with it?
Dude, I thought about it. I honestly thought about it, but I didn't this time.
Because I on our Facebook this morning and our Instagram, I said, hey, we're going to talk about brats today.
Yeah.
And I just asked, like, how do you do your brats?
Sure.
And our buddy Tony replied and said, like, he puts, like, some garlic in. Like, he does a beer bath as well.
Yep.
But he puts, like, some, like, herbs and some garlic in there as well with it.
Sure. So because this was, like, my first time trying, like, the queso brats, like, I wanted to see, how – I figured, cheese good, beer good. Should go well. Should go well together, right?
Yeah.
So I want to see, like, how well it would go, dude. But – so I didn't this time. I did cut up an onion though.
Yeah.
And I put that in there.
Okay. Classic, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, but next time, yeah, absolutely I would.
Yeah.
I would throw some stuff in there.
Man, I remember just growing up, and this is kind of a side tangent because, like, we didn't, like, grilling was part of, what we did during the summer, but, like, it wasn't, like, an all-year-round thing, kind of what we do. So, like, for parties and stuff like that, people would boil the brats, just a big pan of beer and then just throw onions in there and then just boil the brats that way. So that's kind of like
it was all beer, like not beer and water mix.
I don't think there's any water in there.
Nice, yeah.
But I just remember growing up and you just smell that, like
going
into somebody's house and it's like, okay, yeah, here we go.
Yep.
But
it's gonna be awesome.
you can put it on the grill now too.
Yeah, so I know a buddy who he'll do that. But like, so he'll boil the brats first, and then he'll throw them out onto like the grill and just almost like char them up a touch, and then
that's kind of how I was started doing it. Was like, you do a beer bath for a while, let them kind of simmer in that for a little bit, and then when you're ready to go, throw them over the coals, char them up a bit, and then throw them right back in the beer bath to stay moist.
I like that. I didn't do that.
Okay.
I didn't throw them back in the beer. I wish I would have now.
Well, I mean, if you're doing a party and like you got a lot there, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So then like people can just go grab more when they're ready. So it doesn't dry out or anything like that, or get
that
cold.
makes sense. Yeah. I like that idea. Yeah, no, that's interesting. Do you like when you were a kid? Do you remember like? I don't remember having brats like all that often. I like living in Northern Michigan. I guess like I don't know. My parents like
here is like every get together.
Yeah.
You had your hot dogs, your brats, barbecue chicken. Whereas it's slathered in barbecue sauce, and then like watermelon and corn on the cob. Those are just kind of like the staples. Like that
once
you're gonna
week,
get
once a week at least.
If anytime we can find time to celebrate whatever, and then
Tuesday, it's Tuesday night.
Yeah. Hey, let's get together. And I don't know if you had this though, but like growing up where I was, we had these block parties. So like, National Day Out, whatever, National Night Out is kind of a thing like the police department used to put on. So like, the whole block, they'd put like barricades at the end of the block, and it was just like your block. So then like you gather like in the middle of the block because no one could drive through, and then you just set up like tables and stuff, and then like people would bring food and stuff. Like,
makes me think of the Sandlot.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah,
like
that,
the kids like running through, grabbing like the hot dog, and the
it was kind of like that.
He takes a bite and puts something back. That was you, wasn't it?
No, yeah. I'll be right. Save this for later. Ma, make a plate. The Jello.
The Jello.
We talk about that. My mom makes great Jello. So.
The layered. It's like
Jello. It's a layered like rainbow Jello, man. And I for the life of me, she has so much patience doing it, and it's like yellow, and then it's like a cloudy yellow, and then it's like red, and then a cloudy red. So
it's like what sour
cream in there. I think it was.
That's crazy.
I'll have to get that recipe.
Get the recipe.
I gotta try it.
Let's get the recipe and we'll share it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I tried doing it once. I don't know. I didn't have the patience like that either. So God bless her.
Yeah.
Woman's a saint. So.
It sure is.
Well, we'll have to get the recipe again, and we'll try again this summer.
I don't know about that, but
I know you won't.
Well, when I go up there, hey, Ma, I'm
coming.
What do you guys want? I don't know. What,
Could you make the Jello?
Could
you please make the Jello?
Yeah. But so you did the beer bath, some onions in there, and then you let it ride, and then what type of condiments do you put on top of it?
I didn't do any because I want to taste the.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
so just like a bun, like a regular bun. Any like Kaiser rolls or anything like that?
No, because I can't not this time. Not this time. I want to see again. There was nothing fancy about it. I just want to see how if they were cracked up.
Sure.
I did take some onions out of the beer and I put that in there.
Okay, yeah, but that's understandable.
Yep. Yep. And no, nothing crazy, man. So what I cooked them indirect, like in the beer for like an hour.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yep.
So real low.
It's about like 275.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I tried to shoot it up to 300, and then
now, so like some people are sticklers about internal temp. Like, did you take like a thermometer and
No, I didn't want to poke them, man.
Okay.
I didn't want to squirt all the
trust
juices out and
yourself.
stuff. Dude,
it's gonna be done.
I wasn't scared.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had them in the beer. The beer was like at room temp too, so I wasn't too worried about it. Like holding, keeping staying cold and stuff.
Yeah.
So again, thought ahead.
There we go.
Thought ahead a bit. And it was funny too because I'm trying to remember who was home that day. Oh, my wife was. So it was like in the morning. I took the beer out and I said, "Look, I'm taking this out because this is how I'm gonna cook the brats. I'm not drinking this right now because this is like the kids' first day of summer, right? So I didn't want to look like an animal.
Kids are off, dad's off. What are you doing?
When
has that ever held you back before looking like an animal?
I'm trying to be better, dude.
Okay,
I told you. So so I take this beer. It's of course, it's 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm taking this beer out, and I was like, "Hey, there's a beer on the counter.
Don't touch it. This is mine."
It's for the brats. I'm not gonna drink it. Okay. Like I wanted to make sure I explained myself.
Mm-hmm.
Not that she would have questioned, I
Yeah.
guess, but maybe that is a problem. Maybe she's not gonna question me, but
You have to preempt it.
I was just making sure. Like,
Okay. All right. Well,
first day of summer with the kids at home. Like, well, here we go.
Here we go. He's
Yep.
pulling out a beer already.
Yep, made it. They're not even out of bed yet.
Well, good.
Just getting ready.
They won't bother me.
Getting ready, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I just let it ride. Like I was just like, I want this to be a nice, slow, long, just hang out in the beer. I don't let anyone get to know each other with the onions and stuff. But yeah, if I would do it again out of season,
Yeah.
I thought about putting some fire in the hole in there, turn them up a little bit. And then we did have some jalapenos and some garlic. I probably would have like kind of chopped that up and tossed that in there as well. Just to add because I like that kick. But for next time, definitely
Nice, man.
definitely do that.
Yeah. So our buddy Derek too, shared like he does his on his Blackstone.
Okay.
So he like low and slow on the Blackstone, and then he cranks it up and sears them at the end.
So is he doing it like on the Blackstone? Is he keeping it in a tin? Like, did he say? Like, I keep it in a tin with like the beer?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can almost do that where it's like you got your,
You can kind of do the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, same kind of concept, I guess. You're just slow cooking it.
Slow cooking it over heat,
yeah.
Let me just double check here. Let's see.
Okay.
Ooh, we're getting a lot of comments on this one, man. So if you want to go see what everybody else is getting, like how everybody else does their stuff, go ahead and go over to our Burn Pit BBQ Facebook page. Go over to Instagram as well. A lot of comments out there about how people do it. So, all right. So Derek says he quick and easy on the Blackstone, but always turns out great on my smoker. So hit it low and then slow for a little bit and turn it up to crisp skin. It doesn't necessarily say how he does it.
That's fine.
But I know he listens. So Derek, if you're listening, let us know if you like doing it like a beer bath on a tin on the Blackstone too. So Brad says he simmers in beer and then grills it. Let's see who else. So Brian says indirect and then partial to adding a little cherry smoke to them.
Ooh,
that's
okay.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, if you got like, all right, man. So you got. We have obviously Johnsonville, nice local and stuff.
Yeah, we got we're blessed here locally for some good sausage. Clemens,
there's tons of brats and stuff, and a lot of local awesome butchers and stuff to go and they always have some cool stuff. Like like the Butcher Block. Doug's always got some cool brats in there and stuff too. And it's funny, man. Like when I do the brats, I'm always a little bit partial to throw like smoke on them. Yeah. I guess it like depends on the brats and stuff. I'm a big fan of like the jalapeno cheddar stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just I want to taste that, not always just like the straight smoke, I guess. But no, I like that, like going like with a little sweeter and stuff. Because if you like if you go into some of your local brats, like your local butcher shops and stuff, like some of those brats that they have like the cranberry.
Yeah,
and, like,
they're always trying
like
different
a bunch of cool
out.
stuff.
And that's the beauty of it. Like you can go and hey, what does the butcher have this week, and let's see what kind of because they're. They're trying new stuff out too, like new recipes and stuff, so you can always kind of see what they got going on. So I got another one here from Anna Elizabeth. She simmers in beer and onions, and then she grills them.
I like that.
Some raw onions and spicy brown mustard on the bun.
So she doesn't use the onions she cooked then, huh? She goes raw onions.
Maybe, yeah. Either or, yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Sometimes, and then she says sometimes a little butter on the bun and nothing else. There you go.
I wonder if she toasts the buns.
You could.
Yeah, you absolutely
could. Always toast the buns.
You can always, yeah.
Toasted bun's a good bun, Ben.
Mm-hmm. It's a T-shirt.
But yeah, a lot of good suggestions out there. Go over to the Facebook page, Burn Pit BBQ, and you'll see some of those. Add your own if you're listening and you got some ideas, throw them out there, so people can see what you're doing. But yeah, so I did that like over the winter, I guess you could say, or early spring. I did those brats where I just did the sweet heat ones, man. I did the YouTube video on them, and that kind of blew up a little bit. But I was just playing around with that one. I was like, hey, let's do a little olive oil on it, and then I put some sweet heat on it, and then I smoked them for a little bit, and then I just charred them up so no bath or anything, indirect grilling for a little while, and then.
Do you think it would have been weird if you did a bath first and then tried doing like some olive oil on it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, right. Like
you're kind of, I don't know.
You think you'd get much of the beer flavor in there? I'm not sure you would.
Yeah, maybe, because it's soaking in there for a while.
Depends on how long.
Yeah.
So if you did that, all right, like if you were gonna soak them, would you kind of boil them in that just for a little bit and then pull them, maybe let them dry and touch, and then try and?
I'd have to dry them off because I want that olive oil to stick a little bit,
right.
And then put the. Or I guess you could you could technically say because the olive oil was really just to help the rub stick to it.
Sure.
I could say like a beer bath might be able to have the same effect to it. I don't know exactly. I'd have to try that out, but you could definitely try it. Definitely if you're doing a beer bath and you want to add some little more flavor to it, when you're charring them up you put some seasoning on right after you take them out of the bath, see how it goes. But it was just an experiment. It turned out really good. It was a sweet heat rub, so. Picked up the sweet heat with it.
Do you remember what kind of brats you had? Just traditional ones?
Those are, I think, Aldi brand. So, like I said, I wasn't going like I was testing it out. So I was like, let's not, let's not, get some expensive ones. So I was just whatever the ones I got from Aldi, and not to say they're bad. Like they taste great, but
were they flavored? Did you like Italian?
No, they were just regular, bratwurst. Yep, original. So the goal was just to test out to see if I could pick up the rub flavor, and I sure could. Yeah.
Good.
But it had a nice smoke ring, so when so I like when you watch some of these videos on like people smoking sausages, like they're looking for the snap, you know what I mean? So like the casing is like nice and crisp, but it's not broken.
Yeah.
So I had a nice snap on these, so I think the olive oil helped with that. Okay. But I can't say for sure.
All right. Yeah. Well, we'll have to try. To try again with some other stuff, man. I know.
Yeah, otherwise, man, like if you don't want to do like a bath, keep it real simple.
Just put them right on.
Right over the coals. You got to watch them though.
Yeah.
You don't want to. That's where you get the flare ups.
I've done that.
And
start shooting out.
Start shooting out. Yeah. So the goal is like that's the art. I think of it is like you got to know when to flip them, and then you got to know when to kind of move them away from the heat so it doesn't burst open, because then you're gonna lose a lot of that juice and that flavor.
Dude, I had seen one recipe, man, where I think they were soaking them and stuff, but they poked holes throughout the brats.
Yeah.
And I've tried that. I've tried it. Because, obviously, when you're poking holes in the casing and stuff, it's going to allow more of that beer flavor to get in there and stuff. But at the same time, like, I felt like they kind of dried out fast as well. Like,
you don't want them to burst. When I got that sausage making book, and I made the bratwurst last year, it said 2 poke holes in them after you cased them. Because when you cook them, they don't want you to burst. And I don't know, maybe it's just because if you're doing it yourself or whatever, but
sure.
It worked out, man. Like when I grilled them up, you couldn't really tell there was holes in them, and then there was no bursting of like the casing. So I'll have to read that book a little bit more to see why they suggest that. But I think it has to do with like they don't want the casing to burst, so
split and stuff. Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing too where it can split, right?
Yeah,
like you get your lines down your brats and stuff. I mean. I don't know, man. I've had them split and stuff. I'm like, I'm never too upset about it.
No, it's one of those things. Like, I'm gonna eat it anyways, man. Yeah. So, and then I like to do like what Annalise said, like Anna Elizabeth. Sorry, a little bit of spicy mustard sometimes, a little bit of ketchup.
You do horseradish?
Sometimes, not too often though. And then I just keep it classic, keep it simple. Maybe if I'm doing Italian, I'll do something a little different, but.
What would you do different?
Sometimes I don't even put anything on it. If it's a good Italian sausage, hey, you don't need much.
No, sure don't, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. It's sometimes you just don't need anything, right?
Yeah. If you got a good flavorful bratwurst or sausage, man, you don't need anything except for maybe a bun. Yeah. So it's always good. Well, I mean, there's a lot of different ways. If you got an idea, go out to our Facebook page or let us know, drop us a line how you do your bratwurst, and we'll make sure to kind of start sharing those. But this week in the newsletter, we'll throw out a couple of our older recipes too. We've done a lot of bratwurst recipes out there, so a lot of ways to do that. We've done them in the past and tried things out, so we'll share those as well. So make sure you sign up for the newsletter, burnpitbbq.com. Other than that, Ben, I don't have much else. I think. There's a lot of different ways, but then just keep it simple. Yeah,
no, I agree. I think, man, like I said too, if you go into your local butcher and stuff like that, you can. I know, like I said, I know Doug at the butcher block and stuff. I mean, that's where I've gotten quite a few brats from and stuff. I mean, they have that like Philly cheesesteak stuff. Like, there's one like with potatoes in it.
Oh,
it's great. Like, they had some, and they're
bangers and mash.
Yeah,
was one
right,
of them,
right.
like the recipes I saw in that book.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff, and then obviously you can make your own too. You know.
Yep.
A lot of cool things you can do with brats.
Yeah, just as long as you're getting out and trying something, try it out. All right, man. Well, that's all I have for the week. Nice short one here for people that are looking to, get out there and try something new, try some new brat techniques or recipes.
If you have anything cool or you got to make your own brats at home, please let us know.
Share
and let us know what you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely an art form when you start making your own. That's where the ratios really matter when you start making your own. So for sure, man. All right, man. That's all I had. Any updates or anything we need to share? I can't think off the top of my head.
Anything that we need to share? I don't think so.
Well, I mean, we'll just reiterate our competition's coming up Sunday, August 31st at Explorer and Brew Pub in Greendale. We do have some spots open still for people that want to try their hand at competing. Again, it's a friendly backyard competition. If you've never competed before, it's totally friendly and open to those people that might be trying it for the first time. All the other competitors that have signed up, have done this, numerous years. A lot of them, their first time. This was their first comp, and they're always there to help out. We'll be there to help out if you need it. Don't feel intimidated. It's for a good cause too. We're raising money for Fisher House, Wisconsin. So yeah, come on out even if you don't want to cook and you just want to come out and check it out and do some research in case you want to cook next year. If we're doing it next year, always put that caveat in there.
It's a year to year.
Year to year, it's a lot of work, and we want to make sure that we're still putting out like a good competition and that's fun, and then raises money for good charities here locally. So if it makes sense, we'll keep doing it. But we'd love to have you out. Sign up. Go over to burnpitbbq.com. Go into the search function and just type in competition, and it'll pop up. So. We'll send out information as we get closer to the event for those people that are competing, so you'll know exactly what to expect, and it's going to be a good time. All right, man.
Year number 5.
Year 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. All right, man. That's all I had.
That's all I have.
All right, we'll take it easy. Cheers.